A very good evening to you tuned into UBC TV. Welcome to News Tonight, this Monday, the 3rd of November, 2025. It's me, Micheal, Jordan Lukomwa, coming in with News Tonight. We'll start with a look at the headlines. President Museveni commissions Hinga Karis Medical Hospital in Magere, Wakiso District. Kampala traders sue KCCA, Nema and Hamis Chigundu over merchandise destroyed by floods. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions launches book for prosecutors on land grabbing cases, while the FIFA Under-17 World Cup officially kicks off tonight in Qatar. Thank you so much for tuning in once again and welcome to News Tonight. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has congratulated Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, on her re-election. In a message posted on his ex-official Twitter account, President Museveni said that the victory reflects the confidence the people of Tanzania have in President Samia's leadership and vision. He also extended congratulations to Tanzania's ruling party, Chama cha Mapinduzi, for securing another mandate to lead the country. Museveni noted that Uganda and Tanzania share long-standing bonds of friendship and cooperation, emphasizing his commitment to continue working with President Samia to strengthen bilateral relations. He highlighted key areas of collaboration, including trade, infrastructure development, and regional integration, saying that the two nations remain united in their pursuit of peace and prosperity for their people. Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan has been sworn in for a second term in office following victory in the concluded elections. Samia Suluhu took oath of office during a ceremony at a military base in the capital, Dodoma.
Mabibi na mabwana, Tanzania oye! Nianze kwa kumshukuru sana Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kuturuzuku uhai na kutuwezesha kushiriki sherehe hizi za kihistoria kwa taifa letu. Pili, ni washukuru wa Tanzania wote kwa imani yao kwa Chama cha Mapinduzi na kwa mapenzi makubwa na kutupa mimi na makamu wa rais fursa hii adhimu ya kuwatumikia. Nishukuru tena Tume ya Uchaguzi kwa kuratibu na kusimamia mchakato mzima wa uchaguzi kwa ufanisi usiotiliwa shaka. Ahadi yetu kwenu wananchi ni kulitumikia taifa hili kwa nguvu zetu zote, vipawa vyetu vyote na maarifa yetu yote. Ndugu zangu wa Tanzania, ni vyema tutambue kwa uchaguzi mkuu wa viongozi wa serikali ni mchakato wa msimu mmoja tu ndani ya kipindi cha miaka mitano. Muda mwingine wote maisha lazima yaendelee. Hivyo basi, jukumu letu sote kwa pamoja ni kujenga nchi yetu na kuifanya kesho yetu iwe bora zaidi kuliko jana yetu. Niwasihi tuendelee kuilinda itikadi yetu ya umoja na mshikamano.
President Samia Suluhu taking oath in Tanzania. President Yoweri Museveni, in other news, has commissioned the construction of Hinga Karis Medical Hospital, a multi-billion shilling health facility designed to expand access to quality medical care, particularly for residents of Gayaza and Wakiso. Located in Magere, the hospital and its affiliated nursing university will feature modern facilities including 125 beds, an 18-bed intensive care unit, emergency care services, diagnostic labs, surgical theaters, and 4 maternity delivery suites. Once complete, the project is expected to employ more than 1,000 medical professionals and support staff. Speaking at the launch, Museveni praised the private sector's growing role in healthcare delivery, saying private investment helps to ease the burden on government hospitals. He urged Ugandans to prioritize unity and development over divisions of tribe or religion, noting that medical care is given without regard to identity. Ikiriza Davis, chairman of Caris Medical Hospital and Nursing University, thanked President Museveni for fostering peace and an investment-friendly environment and reaffirmed the hospital's commitment to excellence in healthcare and training. The NRM party presidential candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has committed to the construction of a road connecting Kumingora Serere to Kagwara and the Soroti Serere Road. During the campaign in Serere district, Museveni also promised to upgrade the Serere Health Center 4 to a general district hospital. We have the details.
The presidential candidate for the National Resistance Movement, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has presented the NRM manifesto to the residents of Serere district in the Teso sub-region. The atmosphere was vibrant as thousands gathered to welcome him at Serere district sports grounds. During the campaign address, President Museveni pledged the construction of road connecting Kumi, Ngora, Serere to Kagwara and the Soroti, Serere Road.
We pushed the tarmac road into Teso from Soroti all the way to Lango and from Soroti to Karamoja, and the road which came from Parisa to Kumi, bypassing Mbale.
I Toro, I Nacha, a city low Bali.
Now, as the speaker told you, we have the money now already available for the Kumi, Ngora, Serere, Kagwara Road. That money is there. They are looking for the constructor to do it. Once you get the money, then the rest is easy. So that road will be done.
He also promised to elevate one of the health center 4s in Serere to a general district hospital.
This is what is planned. Construct Serere Center 3 in Kidetok Town Council, Kadunguru, and what is ongoing now, construction of general and surgical ward at Serere Health Center 4. And as you requested in your memorandum, to make one of the health centers a district hospital. This is what is happening on the social infrastructure. So social infrastructure plus economic infrastructure together is Apple.
Serere, a district previously affected by insurgencies, received a pledge from Museveni of 5 cows per homestead compensation for the livestock lost.
When the war ended, we said no, we must get some nucleus for these people to start a bar again. And we started restocking. But along the way, some people went to court and brought in the court. So we sort of withdrew from the restocking to now the court. And we gave them money. 159 billion. But when I was checking, it was not having impact in the population. So that's when I said, but this is the right way. I called leaders here in Soroti, in Lango, in Bulu. I said, what, don't you think we should go back to our old idea of restocking, where we give a certain number of cattle per homestead, and we start from there. And I suggested a figure of 5 cows.
Senior NRM party officials accompanying the president pledged their support in mobilizing for his campaign.
The campaign has been very smooth. We are happy for the massive turnout all over we have gone, and it speaks to the connection between the party and the people, because they understand our message. And we are grateful for this, and we shall live to their expectations.
I want to thank the NRM government. I want to thank the Wananchi for believing in NRM, and these are what we say, protecting the gains. What are the gains? Number one is the security. We have moved everywhere. You can move anywhere, and you see you are safe. You have seen the business community. These ones who are down the Juakali, they have an investment that they have to protect. The schools, we have to protect them. We have to make sure everyone is safe in this.
District leaders appreciated the pledges but appealed for the creation of Kasilo district from Serere.
Your Excellency, therefore, the Council has resolved to pass this to your attention, that Kasilo district be created.
We suffered under insurgency, and after President Yoweri Museveni taking power, he stabilized this country. Therefore, we are ready to protect President Yoweri Museveni, protect the gain of peace, and no other person. We have seen countries are suffering. There is no peace, and the only person whom God has anointed to bring peace is President Yoweri Museveni.
Because of the gains which are visible, which are tangible, that the NRM government, through the visionary leadership of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has delivered to Serere and has well delivered to Teso. There are a number of things that we are grateful to the NRM government. The obvious ones, Serere is the only place that has SARI, a research institute for improving cereals, whether simsim, whether sorghum, whether birds.
We're also praying that we can be elevated as this township, Serere, if we can get a municipality. This will help us to get other entities into this.
The NRM campaign continues in Kumi and Ngora districts tomorrow. Philip Waguta for UBC News in Serere district.
President Yoweri Museveni has reiterated that he is the most suitable and competent candidate among those vying for the office of the president come 2026 general elections. Museveni, while campaigning this Monday evening in Soroti City, stated that leadership isn't about making noise, but rather ideas and goodwill for the country's development, and thus referring to himself and as the best candidate for the job.
As we continue with the 2025 presidential campaign trail, this Monday all eyes have been on Soroti City. Here the NRM party has been the Monday lion in the city. The excitement was visible in almost every corner of the city as teams joined by the Patriotic League of Uganda members prepared the grounds. And this was extended to Soroti grounds. Here, thousands braved the scorching sunshine, waiting for the NRM presidential candidate, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. In Soroti, the party chairman was received by SEC members Anita Ntamo, Calvin Echodo, Richard Odong, Salimu Huru, Tan Collins, Adrian Kobsinje, among other leaders. The gathering brought together supporters from Soroti district and Soroti city.
Soroti oye! I want to promise that this time we are not going to give you the same vote we have been getting. This time you are going to win massively. Thank you for the positions you've granted Teso in your government. We commend your leadership for the peace, security, and stability we enjoy today.
Other speakers, including the Speaker of Parliament Anita Mong and Calvin Echodo, highlighted the strong support base of NRM party in Soroti.
I want to thank you, and the people of Teso want to thank you for the peace that you brought to Teso. As you can see, these people love you. Soroti is no longer a center of opposition. Soroti is becoming an NRM base. This is the start of a new chapter for Soroti City.
And now with peace at home, leaders say they have chosen to vigorously take on development.
We are putting a first-class golf facility in this place. And we are inviting you to break ground. That you gave Akibwa Stadium. Hoima, you gave a stadium. Now the people of Soroti are humbly asking for a stadium in this field.
The most eye-catching moment of the day was this one.
I'm very happy to introduce my wife, Dorothy Chodu, to you and to all the people of Soroti City and Soroti District.
And This was followed by the Echodu Mukula handshake.
In the spirit of reconciliation and love for the party, my two brothers today have agreed to work together. My two brothers, Honorable Mike Mukula and Honorable Chodu, you come and show us that today you're working.
Thereafter, President Museveni was invited to deliver his campaign message.
We love Uganda, we love Africa, because we need them for our prosperity.
Addressing thousands of his supporters, President Museveni singled out infrastructure as one of the areas take home.
Therefore, there are 6 sub-counties which do not have any health facility of either Health Center 3, Health Center 4, or hospital. Therefore, the plan is as follows. Upgrade Tiri Health Center 4 to a general hospital.
In as far as wealth creation is concerned, President Museveni says PDM is here to stay.
We are now going to continue sending the PDM money, the 100 million per parish.
Museveni has also told the voters of Soroti that the 5 heads of cattle awaits each homestead, which was affected during the insecurity rains.
We therefore adopted that idea of the 5 cows per homestead.
It is from the above that President Museveni fronts himself as the best candidate for the #1 job in the country.
Not somebody to come and say, I want to be president, I want to be president. In order to do what? How are you going to solve our problems? So therefore, the people of Teso, I appeal to you to support NRM because of the 7 points, 6 of which I have mentioned here.
Robert Onyango, UBC News.
NRM.
The FDC presidential candidate Nathan Nandala Mafabi has expressed dismay with the poor road network in Acholi region, which affects the business flow and transport in the area. While traversing the district of Padel, canvassing for votes at Pajule Town Council, Mafabi promised to tarmac the road of Padel that goes up to Lira.
As he embarked on the campaign trail to Pader district in Acholi region, FDC presidential candidate Nathan Nandala Mafabi was delayed by the poor road network due to heavy rains. The candidate was coming from Acholibu Town Council, heading to Pajule Town Council, when his convoy encountered a truck stuck in the road. At Pajule Town Council, Mafabi promised to tarmac the road that links to Lira to ease business flow and transport.
We delayed because we got stuck on the road. People are still stuck there and they don't know. This road is a very big road which goes up to Lira. This should have been a road which should have been tarmacked long ago. Because it is also the transport people. And the reason why here is that we pay our taxes and they just steal. That's why instead of making for us road.
Mafabi first visited the burial site of Bishop Janan Luwomu at St. Paul Church of Uganda, Muchwini, Kitgum district, en route to Pader, since he was murdered while fighting for freedom and peace.
Came here, clear respect to him. He's a man who fought for freedom, peace, and liberated our country. Remember during Amini's time. Now the struggle we're in, we were also fighting for peace, freedom, and economic empowerment, which has really made up to the substitutes. We look forward that with his spirit we shall move forward in God's name.
Mafabi conducted campaign rallies in other town councils and Pader Town plus Agago district.
The Alliance for National Transformation presidential candidate General Mjisha Muntu took his campaign to Greater Luweero, where he fought in the National Resistance Army during the 5-year Liberation War. Addressing the people of Semuto in Nakaseke district, Muntu stated that the current government has deviated from the ideals of the NRA's Bush War struggle and it's time to vote for change.
General Mjisha Muntu's campaign in Greater Luweero, where he fought during the 5-year Liberation War, hold significant historical value. At Semuto Town Council, Nakaseke District, Muntu urged the people to vote for change, urging that the government has deviated from the ideas and principles of the liberation struggle.
Nakaseke oye! Nakaseke oye! Amena nakaseke muri mutya wali basebo.
General Micheal declared the state of the road network, lack of essential drugs, and scarcity of clean water, despite well being the epicenter of the NRA's liberation war. From Semto, General Micheal proceeded to Kapeka Town Council, Nakaseke Town Council, Chuoko, Kasana and Wobblens, drumming up support for his presidential bid.
Nti government eteekawo engeri abantu gye basobola okukozesaamu ebyentambula byaki naye ne bw'obeera n'enguudo nga zino eza tamak mu Nakaseke yonna n'enguudo ez'omukyalo n'ozikuba tamak naye omuntu n'asigala ng'ali ku bunkenke nga tasobola kwetuusaako ky'ayagala tasobola kulya eyo tebeera nkulaakulana bannyabo ne bassebo.
General Micheal will campaign in Oyam and Omoro districts tomorrow.
Okwata omu babiri basatu obwokuna atya obwokutaano atya embazi n'ebaawo muki emidaga n'ebaawo mu malwaliro n'emirimu negikola ki negifunibwa abavubuka abawala n'abalenzi nga tebataddeeyo ki ngusi tekuliko ddala bannyabo ne bassebo. Eryo lyekkubo lyokka enagonjera obulwadde obuli mu ggwanga lyaffe mu Uganda.
Haruna Mtesasira, UBC News.
Still in the presidential campaign line, the NUP presidential candidate, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Bobi Wine, today has traversed Greater Mpigi, and those are the areas of Gomba, Butambala, and the Mpigi areas. Our reporter has what was that side. Prime Minister Robin Anabanja has held talks with proprietor of German University of Cairo, one of the top science universities, to discuss possible ways of setting up a branch in Uganda. The meeting took place yesterday as the Prime Minister paid a courtesy call to the university during her official visit in Egypt.
The German University of Kiel is a private science university established by Professor Ashraf Mansour, who is also the chairman of the board of trustees. Yesterday, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robin Anabanja, paid a courtesy call to the university and held fruitful discussions with the proprietor, Professor Mansour.
I'm coming to help, not to earn money. Our cost per students here, totally, not that they are paying. Every students are paying here 7,500 euros, right? And the cost for us is 11,000.
This university is a welcome idea in my country and Africa at large. Uganda is a landlocked country, but strategically positioned by God. We are in the middle. We are in the middle of Africa, and so this university will benefit East Africa. It will benefit the whole of Africa. And so I am glad that you chose Uganda, and I promise on behalf of government.
The Prime Minister toured the university to witness some of the innovations the university has come up with. Here, scientists have invented robots that can read a human brain and interpret into action.
To be able to read the brain activity for the guys who lost their hands to connect it with prosthetic devices. So we are developing the prosthetic device itself, connecting the brain with the sensing technologies, and also for industrial automation.
Human-like, not human appearing. All what you are seeing everywhere in the world is human-like. You can have a layer, cosmetic.
It's not a human being, but a resemblance.
Yeah. Yes. Now they are resembling it as a spine. If I'm pushing him, he will balance and react through actuator. For example, if you are making a pressure here, it make a pressure on the muscle, but now it's electricity. What can help? It can help in physiotherapy, for example. If somebody has a thrombosis and he would like to make the exercise, and that nervous system is slipped, it was possible to understand whole process.
At the end of the day, we can record the brain activity and make a copy for it on the computer to be able to record these signals, and at the end of the day it can move just by their thoughts.
Okay? And this is what you will get
in Uganda.
In Uganda, and for the 10 scholarships.
That's
right. And for the 10 scholarships.
The investor is also seeking to be allocated land by government on which the university will be built.
We are asking for utilization areas of 50,000 square meters for the next 20 years. Okay. Then what does it mean? We are speaking of alone, dry cost, $25 million. The price of today.
The whole cabinet will discuss this university. The issue of land, the president talked about it, and we are going to identify land in the near future. I promise in 2 weeks, I will have come back to you. Then we shall schedule a date when we shall sign an MOU.
The Prime Minister also had an interface with some of the students undergoing training.
It's the most beautiful country in the world. That's why Churchill named us as the Pearl of Africa. Uganda is has the most fertile soils on earth. And Uganda, we are moving into science, technology, and innovation. And that's why our professor is going to establish a university in that part of the world. You are welcome to Uganda.
The Prime Minister was in Egypt to represent the President at the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum, the biggest in the world.
We thank you so much for watching. Let's take a short break. Please keep it with us.
With Momo, you have the power to pay for shopping more easily using your phone. Dial *165*3# or scan to download Momo app and pay for anything. No hassling for change. And even better, if you run out of money while paying, you can simply add core with Momo Advance. That's Momo. That's the power to be more. You see, I've been a painter for almost 4 decades, and I have found Global Paints to be very reliable. First, everyone knows we use Global Paint undercoat. Now, for the best results, I continue with Global Paints products. I go for silk vinyl when it comes to the interior. Then Global Matte for the ceiling, and when it comes to weatherproof, I go for Global Weather Coat Emulsion. With that one, the house will never peel. Now, there you have a sparkling, magical looking house. And then the client is very happy. He recommends me to another person, who recommends me to another person, who recommended me to come and do the advert. Global Paint, a reliable product.
Ochikoze mwana. Shop is stocked, customers ready. Now it's time for takeoff. So offer them more. Become a Wendy agent today and offer mobile money top-ups, customer service support, utility payments, water, power, pay TV. You're now. Turn your shop into a Wendy agent hub and commissions on every tap and easy access to loans.
That's right. More foot traffic, more sales, more profit, paid instantly. Register free. Call 0800 217 200 or WhatsApp 0707 993 930.
Wendy Wonawoli.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. It's news tonight. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has launched a prosecution handbook on property grabbing crimes in Uganda to enhance the handling of criminal land-related cases in the country. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Lady Justice Jane Francis Abodo, says that the handbook will guide prosecutors in effectively managing cases involving land crimes, particularly those vulnerable persons.
Land grabbing remains a challenge in Uganda, affecting vulnerable groups, widows, orphans, and the illiterate in rural areas. There is loss of livelihoods, displacement, human rights violations, food insecurity, environmental degradation, and the breakdown of traditional social structures. This impact links to both civil and criminal offences, which has prompted the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions to develop and launch a handbook to ensure justice for victims.
Thank you very much. So you'll find in the handbook that we start with the statutory language. We break down the offence into various elements to help us in directing investigations. In some of these offences, they've not yet been prosecuted, they are new. We've managed to come up with case scenarios.
There seems to be gaps in how courts handle criminal offences, which delay or deny justice to victims.
In some cases, we've realized that court may dismiss a matter on its own motion due to uncertainty of how they are going to apply the law. Some of these offences are new, and I believe they are also intimidating to both the prosecutor who is taking it on for the first time and court. Once plea of not guilty has been taken and both parties are in court, then they should be able to hear this matter up to the end.
The head of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Lady Justice Jane Francis Abodo, says the handout will empower prosecutors in handling land-grabbing cases.
The handbook incorporates updated case law and jurisprudence, including recent Ugandan court decisions that interpret property grabbing provisions.
So for widows, orphans, and the vulnerable, at high risk of land grabbing.
What's remarkable about the data that we have collected is that it shows that it doesn't take many prosecutions to make a lasting impact. A few successful prosecutions can create ripple effects of deterrence, restoring safety to entire communities.
Head of Department of Land Crimes in the DPP's office, Andrew Odit, says the handout will help land grabbing victims access justice effectively.
This handbook is a one-stop center that provides clear, practical guidance for handling complex land-related crimes, understanding the legal framework, evidential requirements, and investigative procedures necessary to prosecute such crimes.
The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution is currently handling over 8,000 criminal and related cases of land grabbing. Deborah Namamonde, Viola Nansuga, UBC News.
As primary living examinations, that is PLE, started in Uganda this Monday, in Moroto District and Municipality, 945 pupils were registered. However, at Acherer Primary School in Loputu Sub-County, Moroto District, one candidate gave birth while writing her mathematics paper.
A 17-year-old primary living examinations candidate in Moroto District has given birth moments before sitting her mathematics paper. Fiona Awalu, a pupil of Acherer Primary School in Lupuku Sub-County, went into labor at around 6 a.m. and was rushed to Acherer Health Center too. Despite being in labor, Awalu began writing her mathematics exam from the maternity ward.
She's doing her papers, but on labor pain, due even to give birth, maybe according to the report from the nurses in the hospital, the health center, they're saying that maybe by midday or by one day I should have pushed the child. But as the examination is going on, she's also doing her papers from the health center.
In my assessment, I found out that she was 6 centimeters, 6 to 7 centimeters. I offered her bed. I admitted her. I passed the line on her. I encouraged her to move up and down. Meanwhile, emptying the blood and the rectum that is urinating.
According to the health workers at the facility, her contraction intensified at around 3:35 a.m. and she gave birth to a baby boy at exactly 4 minutes after 10 a.m.
I checked her again. She was now fully dilated. She was 10 centimeters. We kept telling her to keep on pushing. By around exactly 4 minutes past 10, she pushed the baby.
Moroto District Education officers commended Awalu's determination and resilience, describing her as an inspiration to other learners.
Prepared enough to do their examination. Although they were a little affected by the industrial action, but all when schools opened, the teachers came in and supported them.
If they have been picking up the content the teachers are giving, they have been revising. And
so because they studied fully from P1 up to P7, so without of any bad results.
The district has a total of 935 candidates sitting for the primary living examinations this year. Irene Faith Nantongo, Maureen Yiga, UBC News.
Still to do with PLE, across the country, primary 7 pupils have commenced their PLE examinations. The 2-day exercise started with the mathematics paper on November 3rd and will conclude with the English paper on November 4th. At Chitante Primary School, over 300 candidates sat for the exams. Both the head teacher and the students highlighted that necessary preparations had been made.
Here at Chitante Primary School, the environment was silent as exams were in progress. The pupils were writing the papers. While this exercise was conducted in camera, the head teacher confirmed that adequate preparations were made.
We registered 383 candidates with four with special needs. Our children were well prepared. The teachers have played their part, the parents as well, and the learners. I know all our children will make it. They will all pass.
After the first paper, candidates cited that their teachers and counselors had guided them well.
The math paper was good. Our teachers had taught us the right work. We had kept on practicing. When we came to the papers, the advice they continuously gave us that show all the working, we managed to use it, and we believe we shall perform well.
They have given us the correct working, and other teachers come and give us advice on how to get into a paper, and you do it as accordingly.
The students hope to be useful to their parents and for themselves during the holidays.
In the holidays, I want to get into crafts. To start making crafts, I can sell some, get some money as well. I know how to make table mats out using beads.
I'm going to be rearing chicken and making door mats.
At East Kolo Primary School, pupils had completed their first paper and were having snacks, while others were revising for the next paper. They shared their thoughts on the first paper.
For the math paper, according to me, it has been fair and it has been okay because what has appeared has been taught by the teachers, and I expect to pass in this paper. I expect maybe a first grade because I've put a lot of effort. I've been revising, following teachers' instructions, and also my parents have been helping me out at home.
UNEB spokesperson Jennifer Kaule advised political candidates across the country not to disrupt the ongoing PLE exercise.
To avoid getting involved in any form of malpractice. There are WhatsApp groups which you've seen where people are saying they are going to access the papers, they are going to help you do this and do that. Please don't get onto those WhatsApp groups. And in case you are there, do yourself a favor and get off the WhatsApp group.
Rebecca Nantongo, Annette Sana, UBC News.
nateranga nyingiro n'abanafa ba MTN wanje MTN walalo MTN gambachi to get the power to win njagalo ofuna elyanyi okuwangula ogenda kuwangula ota ngenda kubanga obukadde 10 buli week wanje ngenda kubanga kwasa obukadde 10 buli week ku simu ye nyinyi chabonka kimu kyokka line ya MTN banabeka buli ogenda okusasula ekintu kyonna ogenda okusasula nja kwese momo obulira buli ogenda okusasula ngenda kyosasula kyonna kozesa momo oyinza okubanga ngenda kwewola kasente kozesa momo wanje ogenda ku investinga kozesa momo abwe MTN we jamanyi nekwa obukadde 10 buli week wala kastejo bimala bwe pala wentandika ngamba kyekiriwo wanje nenkwata ku masimu ngamba halo walirudawa tenze tirinyi halo walirudawa zende guru halo walirudawa ndi mutukula halo oliwa ndi mwanange ndi wano mu office ntudde nyiga ma computer nenkuta awa namwe kasana benesi okuberanga mwana wote koze ebintu n'amanga epeyinze ebolowinze investinze ngekozesa momo. Remember to dial *165# or use the Momo app to borrow, to pay, to invest, and you could stand a chance to win 10 million weekly.
This is our home, our land, our Uganda. From the rolling hills to the busy streets, from the farmers in the fields to the students in classrooms, we are one people. Elections are a time to choose our leaders, not to fight our brothers and sisters. When violence enters the ballot box, the future of our country is wounded. But when peace leads the way, our nation grows stronger. On election day, choose unity over diversion, respect over hatred, and dialogue over distraction. Love your country, protect your fellow citizens, stand for peace, and say no to electoral violence. This message is brought to you by the Global Election Observation Mission, GEOM, in partnership with the Uganda Electoral Commission. Informed citizens, strong nation.
Coffee Spirit, Simba Gin. Coffee Spirit, Simba Gin. Check out now the cup. SMS the code. Wamure virabo. Tulaga manyi. Karukasita wabuza.
Masaba maji. Masaba maji.
Bikole Masavu ne Premier Distilleries. Simply buy Coffee Spirit or Simba Gin. Check under the cap, send the code to 6688 and stand a chance to win border borders, tuk-tuks, cash, airtime, flat screens, mobile phones and a grand prize of 50 million Uganda shillings. This promotion is valid for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. Alcohol is not for sale to persons under 18. Please drink responsibly.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort, and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Ochikoze mwana, shop is stocked, customers ready. Now it's time for takeoff. So offer them more. Become a Wendy agent today and offer mobile money top-ups, customer service support, utility payments, water, power, pay TV. You're now. Turn your shop into a Wendy agent hub and commissions on every tap and easy access to loans.
That's right. More foot traffic, more sales, more profit, paid instantly. Register free. Call 0800 217 200 or WhatsApp 0707 993 930.
Wendy Wonawoli.
Thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. The UPDF's Uganda People's Defense Forces Marine Brigade has passed out 69 officers and militants who successfully completed a 4-month Marine Basic Induction course at the Marine Training School in Kalanga, Wakiso District. The course, which began on the 30th of June 2025, trained participants in navigation, communication, small boat handling, tactics, intelligence, first aid, physical fitness, and maritime law. Presiding over the ceremony, the commander of the Marine Brigade, Brigadier General Micheal Nyarwa, commended the graduates for their endurance, discipline, and teamwork. In the world of business, a group of traders in Kampala have sued Kampala Capital City Authority, National Environment Management Authority, and businessman Hamis Chigundu, seeking compensation over losses due to floods that destroyed their merchandise and disrupted business. The traders accused their agencies and Kigundu of negligence, claiming that poor planning and execution of the Nachivubo drainage project in downtown Kampala. They have petitioned the High Court to issue an injunction halting the ongoing construction works, arguing that the project's defects have repeatedly left their shops submerged, causing severe financial losses.
What are seeking for? We came because of what has transpired a few days back. It all emanated from the letter that was written by His Excellency the President of Uganda to the leader of the Prime Minister of Uganda, warranting and accepting that Hamis Chigundu can proceed with whatever he's intending to construct on the Nachivubo channel. However, there were procedures that were supposed to be followed. Unfortunately, the gentleman in the picture never followed any of the prerequisites. So it affected the traders or whoever is running any business and shops along the Nachivubo channel. Why we came to court today is to seek an injunction to stop whatever constructions or developments are ongoing. Two, for court to grant us to order compensatory remedies such that the affected traders can at least get something to see how they can start their livelihoods again.
Songa eyo twagala kooti era tusuubira nti kooti yokka yegenda okuvaayo esale obwenkanya oba etuwe obwenkanya n'abasuubuzi abayonooneddwa ebyabwe.
As a trader, actually, for our case, we want to see that whether by KCCA or the government, because we all know that KCCA is an organization of the government.
Relatedly, affected Kampala traders of the 31st October floods in the city have met KCCA directors and the Lord Mayor at City Hall in Kampala. Wadulo Mark Arnold attended the meeting and he has the details.
The meeting seemed heated. KCCA Executive Director revealed that the first assessment report on the cause of the floods is being finalized and will be submitted to her by close of business today. She told the meeting that if any ongoing construction works are found to have contributed to the floods, they will be halted. Led by Dr. Sheila Birungi, they will analyze liabilities and tenants' profiles. However, recommendations on these aspects will come later due to procedural delays.
Wabula kye twayongeddemu kwe kwongeramu ensonga ya gender, kuba gender yekola ku nsonga z'abasuubuzi, eby'obusuubuzi n'ensonga za compensation. Kubanga bwe bamala okudetermininga report ne determininga liability egwawa, then compensation yeyo erina okuba nga emitingibwa oyo liability gwegwako. So report eno egenda okuba nga ekolebwa abakugu nkulu nnyo. Mbadde mbasaba n'obuwombeefu nti senga abantu bano baba bakutuukiridde nga balina kye bakubuuza, tubasaba mubawe information yeyo.
Traders highlighted rent system challenges to KCCA that when arcades are commissioned for business, many middle-class landlords rush to rent the shops which are leased to sub-renters at goodwill, creating a complex rental chain for compensation.
Landlordi bwe bakuzimba ebizimbe balina babbulooka baabwe be bayita ne babagamba ekizimbe kigenda kuba ready by next week ku Lwokutaano, teekayo ssente, oli n'akwata akawumbi ke nga kamukolera obuwumbi 2 buli mwezi, n'akwata ebizimbe 7 n'ajja n'atusubrentinga nga nze landlord tandabangako.
Okufuna edduuka mu kibuga Kampala bw'oba tolina miliyoni 7 kweyongera waggulu tosobola gula goodwill. So bino gavumenti byegamba nti mulete risiti kwe mbadde musasulira amaduuka g'abantu, ffe tuli bayiribi.
Amanya 2 mu arcade gafunibwe amangu ddala nga bwe kisoboka wano. Ekyokubiri, ettiimu ey'ababiri abo buli moro buli arcade bakwataganirewo mangu n'ettiimu eno ey'executive director omulimu gutandike ogw'okukkirira ku ground.
They call upon government to intervene to resolve the ongoing crisis by requesting banks, URA and landlords to create repayment buffers for loans, tax obligations and rent schedules. Affected arcades include Pentagon City Plaza, Qualicel, Nana Center, French Plaza, Freedom Center, Nabukera Plaza, Premier Center and Totala, all which are adjacent to Nachivobo Channel. Traders plan to continue their strike until they are briefed on the causes of the floods and the proposed compensation measures. KCCA's technical team is expected to deliver the first impact report to the executive director by close of business today as the compensation assessment process continues. Reporting for UBC News, Wadulo Arnold Mark in Kampala.
We thank you so much for watching. Let's take a short break. On return, we'll have sports news.
Buza Commissioner.
Mr. Mayambala says, Commissioner General, don't you think the traders who import in groupage have financial constraints? Mr. Mayambala from Nansana. Mr. Mayambala, you are right. URA is very aware that groupage cargo has been mainly for small traders who have some constraint on cash flows Sometimes they don't have money to pay the taxes. But our position is, yes, if you have a financial constraint, that's why you have gone under Group H cargo. Do it the legitimate way. Do it through consolidation and deconsolidation. So that even if the one who has been working as a container leader still wants to help or to do business in that space, let him be transparent to you on the exact amount of taxes paid by your goods. You see, you cannot supervise or follow through what you can't measure. We are all conversant that for you to succeed as a business person, you must be able to supervise the activities in your shop, the sales that happen on a daily. You must be able to measure, come and count, and you say, my stock today, I had 10 pieces of this, I've sold 3, I'm left with 7. The moment you leave this trust to the person who runs your shop, and you go in and you don't count, all you do in the evening, you come, they give you, we have made so much money in today's sales, and you don't measure, you are really causing unnecessary temptation to your shop attendant. Because the day he or she will decide to sell 10 items and declare 5, it will be your fault. So the same applies to group page clearance. Group page transportation is perfectly okay. That optimizes the process of transportation, of insurance, of documentation. But once goods get here, please, let's deconsolidate so that everyone knows what they are paying to government. For you to say I'm paying so much and there is no document you can show the owner of the goods is really temptation unnecessary, and that is why many people have ended up being sent out of business because the one they entrusted with their goods overcharged them. Should this person do a mistake that causes the goods to be seized, they have been abandoning these goods with us. And because they have no stake in the container, the good stays with us for 6 months. And the owner is waiting for the goods, and the goods are not being delivered. But the owner had no contact with URA, so as a result, they don't even know where the goods are. So it is for these reasons, Mr. Mayambala, that despite this group page clearance having a benefit of clearing your goods and you pay them the taxes later, please demand for transparency. Please supervise and know that what you're being charged is the right amount. And this person, if he's transparent enough, he should tell you, your goods have cost 5 million, but because I'm the one who has paid 5 million, if you're going to pay me after a month, I will charge you 6 million. But there you are aware that the 1 million is going to interest of the money borrowed, but not taxes. That kind of transparency is all we are asking for. And then, of course, there are other benefits, Mr. Mayambala. For example, the goods that will be cleared in your names and TIN will leave you with tax credits in VAT, because all the import VAT paid goes to your VAT credit when you are filing your VAT return. It will also give you the credit of withholding tax, the 6% that you pay on imports. When you are making your final return for income tax, that withholding tax paid in advance is credited to you. So you get the tax credit benefits through withholding tax and VAT, which you won't get if you still keep under container leaders. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Mayambala. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Kakoza.
Buza Commissioner. Now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887, and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. In the world of sport, the FIFA Under-17 World Cup officially kicks off tonight in Qatar, marking the start of an exciting month of youth football running from the 3rd to the 27th of November this very year, 2025. Turkey will open the tournament with a thrilling encounter against Brazil in the first match of the competition. Meanwhile, Uganda's under-17 national team, the Uganda Cobs, continue their final preparations ahead of their first group game against Canada, set for Saturday, 5th November.
High balls. Come. Up.
We wish Team Uganda all the best. Thank you so much for watching. That is all we had for you at this particular moment. We'll get back at 10 p.m. with another arrangement you do not want to miss. My name is Micheal Lukomwa with the whole team here. Let's catch you then.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Fellow countrymen,